Hi there, it's April the 20th, 2019, the day between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. I hope your weekend's really going good, and I know that you're anticipating Easter and all the celebrations that come with it. Yesterday, I was able to attend a Good Friday service that profoundly impacted me. And for me to try to tell you how it impacted me, this video would go on way too long. But I came away with a profound sense of gratitude for all that Jesus did on my behalf. Of course, I can hardly wait for church tomorrow, where I can get my praise on and really celebrate with my brothers and sisters in the local church for all that Jesus accomplished on Resurrection Day. But to a lot of people, this day between Good Friday and Easter Sunday is kind of a non-day. We went to church on Good Friday. We go to church on Easter. We don't often contemplate on what was actually going on in the lives of the disciples and those who loved Jesus during the days that Jesus was in the tomb. I wrote this a few years ago, and I'm going to read it now because I tried doing this just off the cuff and it didn't turn out very well. So I'm going back to reading it. But I have often pondered what the disciples were feeling and what Jesus' immediate family were feeling. They didn't have the hope that Jesus' resurrection would bring them. They were in a really dark place. Psalm 30, verse 5, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." This Easter Saturday, spent some time to reflect on the dashed dreams and hopes of the disciples when they awoke the morning after Jesus' death, if they even slept at all. Peter's heart was crushed, for he had denied the one he loved the most, even though he had told Jesus just a few hours prior that he would be with him to the end. John was probably understandably deeply traumatized because he witnessed the brutal crucifixion of his loved one, even as he tried to console an inconsolable Mary at the foot of the cross. The other disciples probably were dealing with a whole lot of shame as they remembered their desperate dash into the night, abandoning Jesus. Others had to deal with the death of their revolutionary dreams. Jesus wasn't going to take the physical throne of Jerusalem after all. Yes, it was an extremely dark time for the disciples, but we have the hindsight of knowing that their joy was coming in the morning. Much like the disciples, when we're going through really dark times and seasons and maybe even months and years of our lives, we really can't see much beyond our personal pain and the darkness that surrounds us. But unlike the disciples who were living those couple of days before the resurrection, we have the privilege of leaning on the sure hope that the dawn is going to break because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We know that Christ has risen. We know the victory is coming right around the bend.